This is the one that has the backup camera, 7-speaker sound system. It has the sub and the amp under the passenger seat, and it also has the passenger side camera. So here I went with the 21R kit. This is just going to be the prep video before me installing. Customer service is great. I did go back and forth with them a couple times to be sure I have this correct. I'm just going to review this once quickly. Everything has its own place, so you can't misconnect anything. Your only two variables are going to be is from the large white harness that plugs in here. You have to take the blue wire that says AMP Connect and connect it to AMP DET, which connects the two large harnesses here, the black one and the white one. Next, you're going to have a smaller, I believe it's a 10 pin, that's going to have a wire coming out of it. That's going to say camera. And then that is going to connect into the back video in. And then off of this white harness here, you're going to have another one that says CVBSIN1, and you're going to connect that into video RN. I'm assuming this is for the passenger camera. You're going to have the two harnesses will also connect through this box. Like I said, once again, you can't really mess anything up as everything has its own place. You'll plug in here as well for your antenna. This is just the head unit. One other thing I learned as well is if you have the touring model, which is not called out in other videos, if you want to retain your factory amp and subwoofer, which is underneath your passenger seat, I ordered the 70-1730 metric kit, which I found out for customer service. The email, it comes with a bunch of stuff here. This was in this kit. This is about $12. I'm just gonna take this out, and this white connector here is going to go into your line out subwoofer. So I'll connect here. And then there's two square ports, to my understanding, in the back of the factory head unit where the wires go. So one will connect there. The only other variable I'm gonna work through when I do the second install video is you see we have a 6-pin and a 4-pin port here. We have this connector here, which is a 4-pin, which is another square style. So I'm gonna need to utilize that in the 4-pin. And then for the 6-pin, I'm gonna go ahead and just plug in this USB receiver. Apparently it's so I can update the unit as needed, as recommended from customer service. I'll do an update with the install. The other thing they did call out in the customer service back and forth is that they recommend connecting the 4G antenna, which connects there, and mounting that somewhere outside in the windshield. And then they said for audio quality, I also have a microphone, so mic in, and then this comes off of that harness. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be using these two ports to be occupied. This one is blank, and everything looks pretty good. Okay, this is a 2015 Honda CR-V Touring. As you can see, we have backup camera, and then we have right blinker camera. Also works with the button. And this is the navigation head unit as well. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out and get the new ViaBecs in. Okay, so we removed the bolts in the corner. It's 2 Phillips head, I believe it's an 8mm. And then for these side vents, these just popped out and the vent itself was in here. It is 3 screws and some tabs. You'll be able to figure that out pretty easy. Firm tug, and this came out. I would recommend putting a towel underneath to protect your leather. And then the first step is to remove your hazard pin at the top so you can access the back of the plugs. All right, now we're prepping the units, the vents. I cleaned them out. You're gonna have to take some clips, the white clips here, off of the face plates that you're not using. These will pop back in, oh, like that. You're gonna have a little tab on the side that you gotta fit in, and then just reinsert your top 3 screws. All right, this is for ViaBecs. I'm all hooked up. I did my antenna, my GPS, and my Wi-Fi. I have my sub connector connected here. That was fine. I traced that fine. Thank you for the picture. The one thing I just want to call out is my green plug has no place to go. And then this black plug here, these are two coming out of the car. I got no spot for them. So I'm just going to leave them out. Everything else is connected. Oh, I take it back. We have one more as well that is unconnected from the car. So these three. All right, how's it going? So this is the ViaBecs head unit for the 2015 to 2016 Honda CR-V Touring with navigation. Overall, I gotta say, I'm absolutely thrilled with the product, the head unit. The customer service through email is amazing. The install is very easy. It's all plug and play. I'm gonna get right into it. Passenger camera, very responsive, great, good quality. Button works too fine. Reverse, there is a small delay. I mean, it's maybe 1 second more than the factory camera. It's been amazing. Had no issues with the harness either for the backup camera. You just go in through the settings and you're able to select the angle of the camera and if you want to add those lines or not, your backup lines. A quick rundown, I guess, is you always are able to pull down, kind of like an Android tablet, to get to more settings. Your square button here is going to have your apps. You can press and hold and move them. You can set a home factory app. This is Apple CarPlay for me. The code to connect through the settings is 0000, so you don't have to look for that. It auto connects every time in the car. It's amazing. Mile per hour works great. You also get this function. You can shut on and off if you want. Connects with the climate control. The one last thing I'll say is I hooked up the external microphone, the GPS, and the 4G antenna. I don't really think that's necessary because I'm using CarPlay to connect, but everything runs in super easy through here, and I did do one USB port off the back of the head unit. I just stuck them in there, and I also ran the external microphone. I have it below here, but I'm just gonna move it up here. Some things I learned through customer service is if you do connect the external mic, there is no toggle between the microphone here or the one there. I'm sure you can play around with the settings as well too if you have any audio quality issues. I did notice in the center console, just this USB port is working for me. I believe there's another gray square clip or wiring harness that comes out of the car, which I show in the previous video, where you can buy an adapter if you want to keep the other USB as well. Yeah, no, I shared as well. I decided to retain the factory amp and subwoofer under the passenger seat. That was just an additional harness. It's all plug and play. But this is amazing. Would absolutely recommend it. I love it. And you know, you still got your factory head unit. If you ever want to go back, everything plugs and plays perfectly. There was no wire cutting. And yeah, let me know if you got any questions. 5-star review.